Dine-in Friday fish fry is $4.99. Add $2. It's all you can eat for $6.99. Wow. Your Saturday steak dinner is under $20. Prime rib dinner under $25. Relax with a cold brew, a sweet old-fashioned, a glass of wine. You'll be toasting each other at a perfect sweetest day dinner. The Mine Shaft in beautiful downtown Hartford. And this is an easy one, just off Highway 41 in Oshkosh. That's a beautiful location. Lots of seating, lots of close parking. It's Sweetest Day weekend. The Friday fish fry is $4.99. Your Saturday steak dinner, wow, under $20. The Sunday brunch is great. It's all you can eat under $15. Call and reserve your table. MindChefRestaurant.com. Don't forget your sweetheart.
No one wanted to hire me. They just saw my disability, but not me. I worked hard to get the education and the skills needed to thrive. I was ready to work. Then someone believed in me and said yes.
And once you say yes, Thinkability Wisconsin will be there, providing transition and workforce support for people with disabilities and their employers to help shape a better future for all. It all starts when you say yes. Join the movement at thinkabilitywi.org.
Hi, it's Rose Gray from Fox World Travel, inviting you on an unforgettable 2025 bucket list adventure. We're guiding groups of local travelers to some of the world's top exotic destinations, including Australia and New Zealand, the Galapagos Islands, Costa Rica, Peru, Morocco, Turkey, Egypt, and Kenya. Our award-winning experts crafted group tours with Insight Vacations, Globus, and African Travel for your peace of mind. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Let's explore the world together.
Traffic is sponsored by the Heiser Automotive Group. Come in and make that deal. Visit Heiser Automotive Group with 4 convenient locations or online at heiser.com. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Lincoln, and Cadillac. Today's your day.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Max.
Hello. Thanks for joining me tonight. A short show tonight before we get to University of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball at 6:30. But there's time to meet a local author who has written a profoundly sweet story called The Leaf and the Tree. Perfect for the autumn season, right? And the song you need to hear is by a local band with a birthday performance tomorrow night. But man, what a gorgeous Friday. Beautiful evening. Get out for gallery night all around Milwaukee. And this weekend, sunshine, temperatures near 70 degrees all around to enjoy autumn. Whether it's 2 wheels on a motorcycle, top down on the convertible, or just taking a walk. And one of our WTMJ teammates will be walking tomorrow morning in West Allis in Greenfield Park. Diabetes affects many people, including Wisconsin's Morning News co-host Eric Bilstad. And Eric is hosting the Breakthrough T1D Walk tomorrow morning. And it's the organization used to be known as JDRF. Breakthrough T1D they've been fundraising and has made tangible progress, as Eric Bilstad shared with me.
I mean, obviously they want to cure the disease, but they've learned how to prevent the disease. So there's an actual drug out there that's approved by the FDA. I know people who have taken it who are high risk for type 1 diabetes that now can take a drug that will prevent them from actually getting the disease for so many years. So that's real life, actual happening thing.
Wow.
That because of the funds raised through Breakthrough T1D over the many years, the research being done, they found a way to delay the disease from coming, which I think is amazing.
Prevention is so hard to measure.
Right. In this case, when you have type 1 diabetes, again, a little bit different than type 2, but type 1, it's there. There's no ebb and flow, boom. You need to get help really quickly or the blood sugar levels are so high that it's going to destroy every organ in your body. You hear about people losing their eyesight, people losing their limbs. You can't hide from it. There's no part of your body. So when you have it, you have it. There are biomarkers in place that oftentimes you can get tested to find out if you may have a trigger, quote unquote, to become type 1 diabetic. Some people are high risk because it's hereditary. So if they can suppress that triggering opportunity, then T1D doesn't come in.
Yeah, and when you talk about hereditary, my aunt had diabetes and she did lose her eyesight. Yeah, and I remember that her father felt so guilty because he felt that he had passed it down to her. So to know that this can be preventive while still looking for a cure. You're making a difference, Eric Bilstad.
Yes, and I should point out that living with T1D is doable. It takes some discipline. You might not be able to be an astronaut, but you can pretty much do anything else. It's just a matter of you have to learn the process of living with the disease.
And we've talked about Garrett Mitchell on
Yes.
the Brewers. You can be an exceptional baseball player.
Yeah, and if you look closely, I've talked to his mom. I know you've talked to his mom. Amazing lady. He wears an insulin pump every day, 24 hours, 7, even when he is playing baseball. You can see it. It's in his left pocket. And you can always see this little bump in his back pocket. That's where he keeps his insulin pump. Wears it on the field every day.
If WTMJ fans want to support you in your efforts in helping improve the chances for anyone with T1D, what can they do?
Text the word WALK to 855-616-1620. I'll send you my story. You'll see all about me if you want, if you're interested in that. And then you can click on there if you'd like to donate.
Well, you've been able to tell some other really important and meaningful and inspiring stories as well.
Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, they have a Garrett Mitchell one on there. We have one from Anna, who's a basketball player going to Michigan State next year. And she just found out she had T1D not too long ago. An amazing young woman. And then also a girl named Morgan who plays soccer and is also a T1D ambassador.
She's the 9-year-old?
Yes.
You ask her what she would.
Ask
her what she wanted to do, and she's like, I guess just play soccer.
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't thought that far.
Yeah, I'm only a kid. Why are you asking me this? Yeah. We're just amazing young ambassadors. They'll be at the walk tomorrow as well.
Eric Bilstad, thank you for making a difference in your community.
Thank you, Sandy.
Text the word WALK, W-A-L-K, to the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620 to get the link to donate and read Eric's articles. I'm Sandy Max. Please stay with me to meet a local author who's written compassionate books for adults and children. Bruce Nemovitz, our guest next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Decision Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, one of a few key swing states heading into the November election.
The race for the White House is on. Join Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty every weekday from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Wisconsin's Midday News.
I mean, some people are going to vote no matter what. They understand how important it is no matter what election is, especially this one when it's so close.
We are your central hub for the 2024 presidential election. WTMJ.
We've found that the high road is worth the climb, and it's less crowded. At Semperfi, everything we do is done to the best of our ability. There are no shortcuts. It's pretty simple. We do what we say we're going to do because we fully understand that a reputation is never given. It's always earned. It is in our nature to keep our values intact so that when we leave your job, you'll be right there to shake our hand with satisfaction. We've installed massive flat roofs and shingled huge churches, schools, and all kinds of homes from modest to extravagant, all with integrity and pride in our work. And we're going to keep doing it for generations to come. That's what always faithful means to us. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semperfi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semperfi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semperfi.
Since 1899, Port Washington State Bank has been dedicated to helping small businesses. I'm James Showalter, president of PWSB and a proud resident of Ozaukee County. For over 5 generations, we've been helping businesses in southeastern Wisconsin do more. Our commercial lending team takes the time to listen and provide the care you deserve. We're proud to serve this community, and we'd be proud to serve your business. Stop into Port Washington State Bank today.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. I am Sandy Max, and I am thrilled to invite into the studio an author of a lovely children's book called The Leaf and the Tree. And you've probably heard this author on WTMJ before. Bruce Nemovitz, you are a senior real estate specialist, and we've heard your information and commercials on the air, and I got to meet you and your lovely wife, Jean, with Bruce's team recently. And we, of course, talked about real estate. And I went to your website, and I was very impressed. You've written 2 books about real estate.
Yes, I have. Moving in the Right Direction, which is a book for seniors traversing, transitioning from their longtime home to maybe in a community, condo, apartment, something like that. And the other is Guiding Our Parents in the Right Direction, which is a book for the family who are supporting their mom, dad, whoever.
And those are 2 really useful books on topics that are uncomfortable to talk about. You don't necessarily know who to talk about it with. You can talk to your friends, but your own family situation is always going to be very unique in taking that next step.
I started that about 35 years ago, and a quick story about how I get into that. I went on an appointment one time, and there was a mother and a daughter, I walked in. The mother had lived in the home for 50 years, and her daughter was helping her. And I started talking to her mom. And the daughter looked at me and said, "Bruce, stop right here." And I said, "What?" She said, "Let me tell you, the last realtor that was in our home never looked at my mother, only looked at me and said, 'When can you have her out of the house?'" Yeah.
Oh,
when I heard that, it was heartbreaking to me, and I decided at that point that I wanted to do everything I could for the senior generation. And ever since then, that's what I've been doing.
You're empowering people by writing these books to help create those conversations and make a positive difference for that chapter in someone's life. So when I was researching on brucesteam.com to get to know you, I saw another book, The Leaf and the Tree. And it jumped out at me because it's fall colors and it's a kind of a cartoonish look. And I was like, hold on. Has Bruce also written a children's book?
Yes, I have. Actually, I wrote this in my 20s, which was many, many years ago. It wasn't to be a book. It was just a poem that I had written. And I kind of wrote it for my children who were young at the time. And I kind of, stored it away. And then during the recent years, as I saw that our society was kind of splintering, especially during these political times, that we need to connect to each other, and that's what the book is about.
What is the storyline of The Leaf and the Tree?
It's about a leaf at the top of the tree who is thinking he's isolated and separate from the tree, going through the different seasons, through droughts, wondering, boy, am I tough? I survived the drought. Everything is about me. And at some point, a leaf, as we know, will fall from the tree. And when it meets the ground, it happens to land on the root of the tree. And the root lets the leaf know that, hey, you weren't alone, that you were relying on nourishment from the ground up. And the leaf, getting this knowledge, understands that it was a part of nature and that we're all connected. Even though we don't know that we're connected, that we are all connected in ways we don't even understand.
And that's a larger message for little ones and adult ones to learn. And would you mind reading? I think this one page really sums it up, and you've written it beautifully.
Sure. I had help from the roots. I now understand how the tree and my life were in the same hands. We were tied together, each needing one another. The trees, roots, and water, all were my brothers.
That's a lovely passage.
Probably one of the most gratifying things about writing the book. I have two granddaughters, and they had asked me to read to their class. Went to their school. They're about 8 years old, 9 years old, in that range. I read the book, and they put it in the library and asked for more books, and they tell me that the books have been consistently checked out, and there's a waiting list for the book.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
And that's also yet another layer of connection. You get to be with your granddaughters and get this message to more young ones and to know that it is resonating, that they want to take it home. I have to think that another reason that the young ones want to take this book home is the illustrations are very charming. Do you know the artist, Ani Ghosh?
He was given to me by the publisher, and he's in India. Never have met him, but when I sent the first copy to him, when he drew the trees, which are a big part of the book, being in India, the trees he came back with were all palm trees, olive trees, and the book, obviously, for the area we live in, should be maple and oak. And
look a little more like the trees we're seeing now at this time of year.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny. But again, crossing the international borders, I love that Bookhouse Publishing paired you up with someone internationally.
Well, just as the tree is connected to the leaf, we are all connected to people across the world that we haven't met. And I truly believe that we have more in common than not. And we all have the same fears and anxieties. And I think during this period especially, it's heartwarming for me to really know deep down we're going to be fine, because all of us just want love and peace.
If someone wants to get The Leaf and the Tree, Since it's going to be checked out of your grandchildren's school library regularly, how can they find out more about the Leaf and the Tree book that you've written?
They can go to my website, brucesteam.com, and under Media and Resources, they'll find The Leaf and the Tree.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you so much.
Next, the song you need to hear is by a local band with a birthday performance tomorrow night.
When you walk into your bathroom, is it turn this into this? With our SiteX Creepiest Tub or Shower Contest. Enter a picture of your creepy tub or shower space at WTMJ.com for a chance to win a brand new complete tub or shower conversion installed at no cost, up to a $10,000 value. Enter your picture by texting creepy to the WTMJ talk and text line. It's the Creepiest Shower Contest, only here on WTMJ.
Okay, close your mouth and take a deep breath in through your nose. So the way it's supposed to be is that you should be able to breathe easily. You shouldn't feel constrained. What it should feel like is air briskly flowing freely through both nasal passages, day and night. And if not, there's a problem. And it's a don't know what your problem really was until you got it fixed kind of problem. You're living with it. I mean, you're tired a lot. It might give you headaches and sinus pressure, but you're living with it. Yeah, you sound like almost every patient we help until we get their problem fixed. And then you hear them saying, why would I put up with that? Advent will get you breathing freely again with simple in-office solutions like turbinate reduction along with balloon sinuplasty that really can change your life.
To date, Advent has solved over 40,000 breathing triangle problems. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows. When you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Results may vary.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved. But here, you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
If you're seeking Lake Country's finest, don't miss out on the Westerly, opening this spring.
It's close to shopping, easy access to Highway 94. I've never tried a golf simulator, so for sure I'll try that. I'm looking forward to some classes in the pool. Heated. When I'm ready for assisted living, I don't have to leave my apartment. They will take care of me right in my familiar surroundings. That is very important to me.
The Westerly has you covered. Apartment reservations are booking quickly. Visit livingwesterly.com.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
I'm Sandy Max, and you know the iconic sound of the Milwaukee band Violent Femmes. Victor DiLorenzo is the man playing those drums, and he's in a band now called 1913, specializing in music for drums and cello, played by Janet Schiff. Tomorrow night at Vivarium on the east side on Farwell Avenue, 1913 will perform a special show to celebrate Victor DiLorenzo's birthday, including musician Mike Mangione. And in addition to the music, we're promised surprising statements and confessions. Mr. Panicker is the song you need to hear by 1913 on What's on Tap. That is Mr. Panicker, the song you need to hear by 1913, the Milwaukee drum and cello duo. Victor DiLorenzo on drums, Janet Schiff on cello. If Victor's name sounds familiar, yes, he is that drummer and founding member of Violent Femmes, and this is his new interesting project. Actually new. They've been together at least 10 years now, I think. But you can see 1913 performing tomorrow night at Vivarium on the east side on Farwell Avenue, a special show for Victor's birthday, also with musician Mike Mangione. I'm Sandy Max. Join me for What's on Tap Sunday at 8:50 with Libby Collins on Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News, and of course, weeknights here at 6 o'clock for 2 hours of culture and creativity in Wisconsin and around the world. And if you're trying to keep up and you're like, well, wait a minute, I missed the show because this, that, or the other reason, because I know everybody's life is busy, we have a podcast. It's that simple. You can always catch up on What's on Tap. You can find the podcast on our website, of course, WTMJ.com, or wherever you regularly get your podcast. Just search WTMJ What's on Tap. And like I said, subscribing, then you'll never miss out on interesting interviews and guests that we have. And we have some fun things lined up for next week already, some interviews. And, you know, 'tis the Halloween season, and it's going to be gorgeous this weekend. Sunshine and 70s. Pretty much no excuse to not get outside and to get some fresh air. But we have some Halloween spooky stories from Wisconsin lined up with a local author to share with you. We'll get the latest updates from Milwaukee Film and their search for a new executive director. And there's a brand new bobblehead that the National Bobblehead Museum is going to release next week. You will find out. You'll be the one of the first to know just by listening to What's on Tap. I'm Sandy Max. Thank you so much for hanging out. We have Wisconsin Badgers volleyball in just moments. So go Bucky. Let's cheer them on. You've got it on News Radio 620 WTMJ. Now, the fresh new home of University of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Time now for a special ESPN Wisconsin presentation. It's time for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.